Thank you, Chairwoman Thompson. My name is Paige Duggins-Clay with the Intercultural Development Research Association, testifying against the bill. I first want to start out by just thanking Dr. Van Dever. We had an excellent conversation with the representative staff where we were able to articulate our concerns, and we're very hopeful that we're going to work with staff to really address these. And so I wanted to first name that spirit. And there are two other bills today where members are working on this really important issue that we've had really productive conversations with, and I'm truly heartened by the willingness to hear stories of impact like you've heard today. We strongly oppose any effort to increase financial penalties for families. I've provided written testimony that's submitted on behalf of 5 organizations that have very diverse perspectives, but we really set a lot of the data about who the students are who are chronically absent based on state and available state and national data. And one of the critical issues is that we actually don't collect data on chronic absenteeism on a reliable basis in Texas. And there's some very good bills that this committee has heard. There are others that are moving that would address that. And so before we take any measures, particularly measures that research does show have this harmful impact, like financial penalties, we really ought to make sure we have a complete picture of who these families are, what the root causes are, and make sure that we've done everything possible to address those root causes before we increase financial hardship. You've heard plenty of testimony today about the fact that economically disadvantaged communities are the ones who are far more likely than others to experience chronic absenteeism and ultimately truancy. Students with disabilities, students who are pregnant. These are families that, students and families that really do need those extra couple of dollars. I know for many of us, you're able to be here at the Capitol and testify and work on these really important issues. Maybe that's not a lot of money. I don't know, I work at a nonprofit, so a couple $100 is a lot to me. But for the families that are really struggling to put gas in their car and pay for food and buy the clothes and school supplies, this increase in penalties really can be significant. We also are opposed to Section 1 of the bill, which would allow schools to skip implementing truancy prevention measures in successive school years. A family's circumstance can change in a matter of days, weeks, months, and we really, particularly before we escalate a family to higher fines and to court, we really ought to make sure that schools are doing everything possible to identify the root causes and have those conversations with families. Thank you very much. I think my time is up, but I'm happy to answer questions and to follow up with any office about some of the recommendations in our written testimony.
Members, are there any questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.